Don't you love it when one word can spawn up to a bunch of song titles? Well, today, we're going to rank my top 3 K-pop songs that only consist of the singular word monster. So rigging, here we are! Honorable mention, Henry. I didn't have time to listen to this for the video, so... Number 5, EXO. Honestly not too big on this song as I prefer Lucky One as the title track. Really, the only remarkable things I can point out about this song is this choreography, Sehun's line of "That's why my time," and the agonizing flashes that the editors probably whimpered to. Number 2, Red Velvet, Irene and Solgi. Woo! Red Velvet deliberately doing a dark concept? Like sacrificing the pizza boy or secretly spilling their dark magic upon us wasn't enough. The music video manages to keep a creepy atmosphere throughout it, and it has one of the best skills I've seen in a music video.
Oh god! See, I knew Irene wasn't human to begin with.
Please do not try to find solutions on ways to inflict violence towards idols. They're human beings, and it's just wrong. Number 1, Big Bang. Do I really have to say much, honestly? This song just will remain iconic for me. Just the styling, the locations, the bridge of the song, everything about this music video is just perfect. I really don't want to say anymore. It's just perfect. And to conclude this list, let me give you my recommended list of songs you should listen to prep yourself up for the one and only Halloween holiday. Gosh darn it. This includes SNSD Run Devil Run, SHINee's Married to the Music, Boyfriend's Witch, Infinite Before the Dawn, Super Junior's Don't, EXO's Obsession, the Chinese version, Red Velvet's You're a Bad Boy and You're Bad for Me, You're a Bad Boy and You're Bad for Me, You're a Bad Boy and You're Bad for Me, You're a Bad Boy and You're Bad. And last but not least, 4 minutes, What's Your Name? Yep.
Surprise!
So last year when I was watching Super Junior's again 2006 performance, I noticed at the end of the performance that the camera decided to linger on Heechul for like an astonishing amount of time, and I was kind of contemplating to myself, is this supposed to happen? This doesn't seem natural. But I kind of just started laughing it off because even Heechul himself looked like he didn't understand what was going on. So I decided to look in the comments and saw a bunch of people commenting on that too, and I saw the term ending fairy pop up constantly. So I was like, huh, so that's what that was. So then essentially just went by the suggested videos and saw a small compilation of ending fairies from mostly SHINee and one from Wendy. The majority of the SHINee ones I watched were honestly pretty hilarious because at this point Key was just making fun of, like, I guess the tropes of this trend. Twitch is just kind of up my humor because, you know, I guess I'm kind of big on satirizing things. So that was very welcoming. And then one of the other first few things I saw of Wendy was her ending fairy where she just sung about it and just started breathing. I knew that she was gonna be my favorite the moment I started to know who exactly she was. But obviously though, I can't be close-minded about like the satirizing of the ending fairies, so you know, I decided to take a little look at like traditional ones, and apparently from what I read into when I was getting into Red Velvet was that they were the group that pioneered it, especially Irene. Oh, this is post-production me. I decided to read an article on an ending fairy, and I just want to admit that I got the information wrong. It was actually Produce 101 that popularized it, so, you know, just want to actually say that verbally and not in text. So I decided to check out Russian Roulette, and this happened. Jeez, look how eager the camera operator was at painting into Irene's face. Other than that, like, I watched, like, I think at least 3 compilations of Red Velvet, and like from what I can gather, it seems like they're kind of building on the foundation they had with Ending Fairies as they started to like, you know, purposely linger on the artist and like have a graphic right next to them and such. But like, I don't know, I just feel like whoever the camera operator selects is like a game of Eeny and Miny Mo. For the most part, obviously, from what I saw from Red Velvet, is just that obviously the majority of them are Irene. And then second will be Sugi, and then Joy and Yuri were kind of in the middle. I was kind of upset that Wendy barely had any. Like, the positive thing about that is that all of hers are really cute. So essentially what I've gathered from the little I've learned about Ending Fairies is just kind of like, it's not really something I grew up with, because I'm so used to just like a group wide shot by the end. I don't have anything against it. It's harmless. I'm just too old for it. So last time on here we covered... Anyways, it's the summer. A time for us where we relax and contemplate the purposes of our lives. So why not do I talk about some of my favorite summer-themed K-pop songs from my childhood and initial phase. The first group that always comes up for me is TVXQ. I grew up with songs like Hi Ya Ya, Sky, and Summer Dream, with Summer Dream being my absolute favorite one, because when I was younger, I remember just going on a witch hunt for the full music video on the early days of mobile YouTube, just to be duped by a cover. I can feel the anger inside my younger self. Obviously, I can't shut up about Super Junior. Dancing Out is another memorable song for me, as I always just thought this one was just pretty fun to watch, and also this one helped showcase to me like the full group, as I've only was previously familiar with Super Junior T. Moving away from SM artists because I've been too deep into SM. Big Bang. I initially wanted to talk about Sunset Glow, but doing further research, I realized that that's not technically a summer song and that it got released in November. I guess my 7-year-old self thought it was summer in November. But then because of this research, I actually forgot about Always. I absolutely love this song, both, you know, the Korean version and English versions. I always just liked watching this one, just because it reminded me so much of TVXQ's Sky. My Name's first Japanese original song, Summer Party. I might not have much meaningful things to say and just want to bring it up because, honestly, this song was refreshing to have, especially after Hello and Goodbye. Time to break all composure. Red Velvet has had a tradition of releasing a summer album, like EXO releasing a winter album. Gee, I wonder if that's gonna be a future topic. But because we're crunching on time, I'm just gonna talk about my absolute favorite one, Oompa Oompa. Oh my gosh, I love this song so much. It's really upbeat, energetic, and just puts you in such a good mood. The music video, on the other hand, is pretty colorful, fun, and cute, and I just really like rewatching it constantly and just being able to like pick out nods to like previous like music videos, as this was part 2 of the Red Velvet Festival. And like just overall, the story I think is just pretty hilarious. One part I really like in particular is in the second verse, when they have the verse of like previous title track titles within the song, and when it's on Joy's line of happiness is nearby like ice cream cake, it like cuts to Yuri on ice cream cake, and I'm like, they did that because Yuri debuted in that song. Alright, I know that Yuri debuted in Automatic, but since that and Ice Cream Cake are within the same album, I think it still counts. And if you want to get technical, she did show up in Happiness. Can we move on, please? Media literacy! And like another thing I just want to like bring up is just these water effects that occur with Sugi and Irene. I really like it overall. I generally want to know how it's done. It's most likely cloth, I think it's a really cool effect. Like overall, like even though the story does kind of resolve itself and it's such like it's just a fun music video just to watch on repeat. I guess my only gripe about it is that I would like to see the like pink outfits more, because they're only in that town for like 40 seconds and then they're back to them by the last 10 seconds. I just would have liked to see them more. But like other than that, like the main like summer dresses they're in, I absolutely love them. I can't believe I took the time to figure out the differences between each member, but I can identify that now. But other than that, like I think this song overall encapsulates the season of summer pretty well. And I honestly just don't know how I got to that conclusion. I forgot about FX's Hot Summer. Lipstick Chateau, baby, you know it's time for another one of these nouns. So basically this video had to come to be because one morning I go on Twitter, see this tweet on my timeline, get curious about it, and then I decided to watch it, and oh no. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. So then I'm like, well shoot, we gotta do a video on CFs. So I'm brainstorming possible contenders and I was like, well I can bring up that Heechul Sunkiss commercial I saw back when I got into Super Junior, but then I hit it dead end. Then I was like,
let's just be upfront about covering Red Velvet this time.
so I was back to watching this 25-second commercial over and over, trying to find things to bring up, but then I started to wonder,
how the heck will you milk 25 seconds in 5 minutes?
I let the noun sit for a few weeks until I eventually found the CF on YouTube, so then I can download it for this video, to which I thought would be the end of the planning process. Until I decided to look into the channel.
Oh, sorry, this is the only thing that made me feel pretty.
I sorted the videos by most viewed, to which I was graded by a lot of crystals, but nonetheless, I continued scrolling through until I saw a familiar thumbnail of the video I originally downloaded, but then I spotted a Wendy.
What? There's another one?
I exclaimed as I quickly clicked on it, just to see that was another version, comprising a folk line.
That was neat.
Then underneath I saw 2 Irenes and was like,
huh?
This version comprises a rap line and uses similar footage from the initial version I watched.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all. I don't think there's any more that I need. What the heck? Another Irene?
Of course Irene will have a solo version. They gotta bank on her being the visual.
Alright, that should be Sugi.
Look out for her solo debut coming this October. Assumingly. Oh my gosh, this is adorable.
If Irene and Sugi exist, I have to find the rest. There's Joy!
Yep, she seems like a natural doing these.
Come on.
Wendy.
Yuri, where are you?
Poor Yuri. Why do you have to be the last one? I really like this one.
Well, after that cleansing, what's my takeaway that isn't Red Velvet has made me like plaid? Gee, I'm ugly.
This is post-production me. I forgot one, so let's watch it. So, this one, okay. Wait, is this the full version? Or is, because this is the one with, oh my gosh, this is the one that, it puts all of these versions together. Wow, they're not being subtle. But yeah, because like each member has their own part, and it has this part.
Life is sweet at this house.
Was that the one we were supposed to cover?
Well, that should be it for now. Now I just need to edit that video, but might as well just see what's been up. What the heck? Sugi's soul is real!
Hello people, this is Power here with a written review of the Revice CD box. Released on September 21st of 2022, this is a complete CD box comprised of music featured in Revice media. After taking it out of its plastic, the set comes in a nice solid case that holds 4 CD cases. Keeping the cases from rubbing each other is this foam insert. Then from behind is the booklet containing the lyrics, behind the scenes recordings, and the credits for each collection. The CD box includes 3 music collections: Revice Original Soundtrack, a 2-disc set comprising of 81 tracks from the show, Revice Song Best, another 2-disc set comprising of 30 tracks, Disc 1 comprising of vocal tracks and Disc 2 with the instrumentals, then Revice Movie Version Original Soundtrack, comprising of music from Revice the Movie, Beyond Generations, and Revice Battle Familia. As a bonus, an extra case containing a Blu-ray disc comprising of music videos from 9 selected tracks from Song Best. This includes Go With The Flow, Volcano, Without You, Mirage Mirror, Kimi wa Sono Mamade, Cherish, George Kawasaki's Rider System, My Dream, and Riot in Bloom. It also contains the making ofs of these music videos, with My Dream and Riot in Bloom being individual while the rest are compiled. One thing to know about the CD box versions of these albums is that, compared to the individual releases, the discs are numbered differently and that they don't provide their own booklets. As previously mentioned before, the CD box version combined all their booklets into one. Overall, while it's not as complex as the previous CD boxes, I actually really like that it's just really simplistic, especially because you get a lot of great tracks, and with the extra music video disc, this set is worth the price for any fan of Revice. Although I would have liked to see the music videos for Live Devil and Promise to be included for those that didn't want to get their respective albums, I get that Avex wants people to put their profits within DICE. But that'll have to do with this written review, so this is Power, and next.
Excuse me? Which PowerRider are you? I'm PowerRider from noun-PowerRider. Oh, that one. Well, I was wondering if you can cover the next noun for me. What? But you did one last month. Yeah, but it's gonna be the 1st anniversary, and I have to get Sugi's albums. Oh.
Ever since Ghost, Avex has been promoting Kamen Rider like a black sheep, as they only promote the opening theme and not bother with anything else. Until Saber. Suddenly in the music video for Mighty, the suit of Saber showed up, alongside the ending theme. What? Rider suits are back in music videos? Continuing this development with Saber Trio of Deep Sin, we were greeted with ending credits that was actually a music video? This is preposterous! Could this mean Kamen Rider music videos that aren't the opening will make a comeback?
And so they did with the Kamen Rider Revice CD box. This set comprises an extra Blu-ray disc comprising of 9 music videos, to which we'll be taking a look at them one by one, from release order.
Alright, I'm not against using clips to tell your narrative in a music video, but when it's 75% of the video, it kind of leaves you underwhelmed. For what's actually newly filmed, I like it. But when a chunk of it is a highlight of a special, it's like, did the editors not have enough footage to work with? I guess this music video could bring in people who haven't watched the special, but who would randomly stumble upon this? It also doesn't help that this was practically competing with Bittersweet, which... ouch. The second music video to be released on YouTube. I really like this one. At first. I think my issue with it is its inconsistent pacing and how it doesn't really blend itself with the song. Like the first verse of the song has Hana doing choreography, so when you reach the chorus, you expect the choreography to have a punch to it, but they just cut to her standing around like, what? Oddly enough, the clips here actually help elevate the song? I mean, yeah, it's Sakamoto directed, of course. Other than that, I really do like how this music video showcases Hana's character and her different identities. Like, wow, was not expecting Aguilera to show up. Honestly though, I think the best way to enjoy the music video is by watching the two separate cuts from episodes 1 and 2 of Girls Remix, as those keep the momentum with the song up, and I just think the pacing is a lot better. The first of these exclusively for the CD box. Overall, this is a pretty fun music video. It does a better job at giving everyone equal distribution than the song itself. Gosh, that horrendous line distribution. Really like that this takes place in the bathhouse, and really like the transitions with the family pictures. The clips kind of come out of nowhere, but I get why they placed them where they did. Also, it's weird that they use this clip of Iki twice. Honestly, I wasn't really looking forward to this music video, as I was hoping they would have done the Dear Gaga version, but wow, this blew me away. I really like the approach they went with this one. The styling and structure blends themselves really well with the song, and the clips were used in a reasonably condensed way. It's a beautiful music video overall, and I think it did a really good job at capturing the tone of the mystery. Man, this one disappointed me. I really like the first half of the music video. I like what they have going on with the lights and playing around with the general idea of good and evil, but it just doesn't develop much from there. The second half is literally just the first half again, but with Kagero in focus instead of Daichi, which hurts the pacing. They finally do something new in the bridge, but I just don't care at that point. Especially at the chorus. I don't get why the camera is stationary. Where's the movement? They only do it in the close-ups. Also, the usage of clips here feels like a crutch because they could have just brought in the suits, but no, instead reused footage again in this closing scene. What's the point of them doing their transformation poses? Is this the choreography that was credited? Wow, Avex actually supplied their equipment? Because look, we have a rider suit finally in these! This music video is what I consider to be an authentic PowerRider music video. It's nice to see one of these actually be like worked on by people who actually do music videos, because I feel like that was kind of the charm of like the older Rider music videos in the past, as it kind of showed that Avex cared. I'm not disregarding the show staff who've done the music videos, because look at Bittersweet. I honestly think they just weren't really given enough time to develop their ideas, which is probably why they were stuck with shooting with the equipment that they will shoot the shows with. But overall, this music video really fun. Easily puts Mirage Mirror in shame. So yeah, the crew who produced Chariot also did this one. Great choice. I really enjoyed this one. It's one of the few I watch on constant repeat along with Ride and Bloom and Mirage Mirror. I like the fact that they filmed half of this in his house. That's cool. I think this music video encapsulates George's character pretty well, especially for someone who hasn't watched the show. It's really flashy in its presentation, and it really complements the song. The only part I really didn't like was when they decide to use clips, they put it in the bridge. Like, why? It just hurts the pacing. But at least we got the Juga suit. This is Mirage Mirror, but better. It still has issues of repetitiveness. Like the second and third time they jump in front of the fire, I'm over it. Like, stop. But here I feel like they actually commit to the song, and it does a good job at showcasing the companionship between Iki and Vice. It's also really weird this is the only music video Vice is in. I also just want to highlight the set design, because while basic, I appreciate that they tried. And I just really like this alleyway. Like the fences and such are really cool. And for the clips, thank gosh it's something different. I'm so tired of seeing the same forms together. Like, my gosh. Also, the choreographer for this music video was Claude, or Tamiki I meant. Another beautiful music video. and a nice way to like cap the end of the series. This music video is just filled with a lot of emotion, especially if you've seen the finale, which I haven't. I really like how the exterior shots were filmed, as it was done with the DSLR, handheld, and one shot, which I think really helps with the music video's mood overall. I also really like the way they use the clips here, as they're projections on a wall as they serve as Ikki's memories of Vice, just like how it was done in the finale. And then the conclusion, it's really sweet, as Daiji and Sakura show up to comfort Ikki, and it's just like, you kind of didn't really expect it. My only nitpick is that I would have liked, for the sake of pacing, if they've actually changed up how the second verse went, because it's literally like, okay, here he is walking, and then here he is back in the studio. I kind of would have liked if they like did a lot more cuts, but I mean, that's the issue with the majority of these. So while these music videos aren't really the best, it is a step forward and has me really hopeful that Avex will actually continue caring for Ryder and producing music videos, because that was kind of like a gem of Kamen Rider back then. It was just kind of nice just to see like these suits basically, or these characters in like a music video style. So when they stopped doing that, it kind of sucked. So with Revice reinvigorating that, I really hope Avex with Geats or whatever future Kamen Rider, they get back on board and just go all out on the franchise again.
Oh, wow. What a trip. You're back already? Yeah. I could do a bunch of favors, but, I got it. You know, since you're up there, can you please talk about 28 Reasons? No. What are you? Red! What the heck?
This music video is really captivating overall. Like, I'm genuinely impressed of how they found multiple ways of just getting you back into it. I honestly haven't really seen much music videos do that to me. I also really like how Sugi basically took what she has done within Monster and kind of like evolved it in a way. I really do like seeing darker concepts in music videos, as I feel like I probably haven't seen enough, but I do think it's a genuine welcome. And also then again, we have like lines like,
I kiss your brother,
and
you're in danger, but it's okay.
it's not okay.
that are just really like spine chilling, or like just kind of like make you jump and just be like, wait, what? Overall, can't wait to see more from Soulless Sugi.
Hey, by the way, can you please tell post-production Power to use Joy for the end card, because I accidentally made them use Sugi in the last 2 entries ago. Yeah, whatever. Cool. What the heck? He went over 5 minutes? He's so gonna pay for that. But before I make him do that, we need to show off my haul. So we obviously got these 3 special editions. I don't know what they are. We got this case version, and for the sake of it, we got this Wendy postcard thing, because heck yeah, Wendy. And obviously, we have the photo book version, as I've shown before, and what is this?
Surprise!
Are you ready for this? Zim zim zalobe!